Have you ever looked at your face in the mirror? Everybody's face is different. There's big noses and small noses. I have freckles on my nose, see?
Kashka, can I see my nose?
Sure.
I have a big green nose. I bet I have the longest nose in the whole world.
I bet you don't.
No?
No, elephants have bigger noses than dragons. And you know, their noses are so sensitive that they can smell water 3 miles away.
Wow, that'd be great to be able to smell so well.
What would you like to smell?
Oh, vegetable gardens. I love the smell of tomatoes on the vine.
Me too.
Tell me some more about elephants.
Would you like to hear a story about elephants?
Yeah.
Well, I think Suzanne McMillan is over at the book corner, and I think she brought us a book about an elephant.
All right.
Good morning. My name is Suzanne. I came to share one of my favorite stories with you this morning. Who likes stories here? Who likes stories? Me too. Good. You ready to be good listeners? Got your ears open? Eyes open? Okay. This is the way we start story time at the library. We let our hands go clap, clap, clap. Let your fingers tap, tap, tap. Now fold your hands so quietly. Now roll your hands so wide awake. Let your fingers shake, shake, shake. Now climb the ladder. Do not fall till you make a steeple tall. Now fold your hands so quietly and be as quiet can be. Anybody here ever play hide and seek? Did you ever play hide and seek? Can you think of some good places to hide? Where would you hide? You can hide behind the door, in the closet maybe, under the bed. But where would an elephant hide? This is a story about an elephant named Morris, and he can't find any place to hide because he's just too big. And this story is called, Where Can an Elephant Hide? Let's all have our ears open, eyes open. It's my turn to talk. One day Morris, the elephant, was playing hide and seek with some of his friends. Morris didn't like playing hide and seek because he was always the first one found. We see you, Morris, said his friends. That's not fair, said Morris. I'm too big. I don't have a place to hide. Just then, this little bird flew down out of the sky. The hunters are coming, said the bird. The hunters are coming. Everybody hide. Oh, dear, said Morris. There's no place for me to hide. Don't worry, said a tiger. If you lie down in the tall grass, the hunters won't see you. Just watch me. And when the tiger lay down in the tall grass, his stripes looked like shadows. The tiger seemed to disappear. But when Morris tried it, can you still see him? Yeah. But when Morris tried it, the other animals could still see most of him. Do I look like shadows? Asked Morris. No, said the other animals. You look like an elephant lying in the grass. Oh, what will I do? Said Morris. I'm too big to hide. Who's this? Who came to help him? A monkey. A monkey heard Morris and came to help. Just climb to the top of the tree, said the monkey. The hunters will never think to look for you there. When the monkey climbed to the top of the tree, she was hidden by the leaves. But when Morris climbed to the top of the tree bent all the way to the ground, and the leaves didn't hide him at all. Oh, this just won't do, said Morris. Then a turtle spoke up. Stay very still, just like me, said the turtle, and you'll look like a stone. Watch. The turtle pulled his head in, and he pulled his legs in, and he stayed very still. And the turtle did look like a stone. But Morris, when he pulled his legs in and his trunk and his head, he stayed very still, but does he look like a stone? Oh, dear, said Morris. The hunters are coming, and I've got nowhere to hide. It's easy to hide, said an ostrich. Just bury your head in the sand like I do, and no one will be able to see you. So Morris dug a big hole in the sand, and he pushed his head in. After about a minute, he pulled his head out. He was coughing and sputtering. This won't do either, said Morris. My mouth gets all full of sand, and I can't breathe. You know, it doesn't work for you either, you silly ostrich, said the other animals. We can still see both of you. Then a baboon tried to help Morris. You can hide in my cave, he said. It's dark in there, and the hunters will never see you. But not all of Morris could fit into the baboon's cave. Only half of him could, and the half that couldn't looked very much like the back half of an elephant. What am I going to do? Said Morris. The hunters are coming, and I've got no place to hide. Who's going to help him next? Who's this? A parrot. I have a few feathers that I don't need, said an old parrot. It is a bird. If you wear them, maybe you'll look like a bird. So Morris jumped and rolled in some sticky mud, and then he jumped into the pile of feathers. There, he said. How do I look? Does he look like a bird? The other animals laughed and laughed. You don't look like a bird. You look like an elephant with feathers.
Like a tree.
Kind of like a tree, too, maybe. Now, Morris was very, very upset. He sat down and he started to cry. There, said the other animals. We'll think of something. They scraped off all the mud and the feathers, and all night long they sat with Morris. I think he's going to think of a place to hide. They sat up all night trying to think of a way for Morris to hide from the hunters, but no one could think of anything. Andy, let's listen. Along about dawn, the little bird flew back again. The hunters are coming, and they're right around the corner, they said. We're trying to think of a way for Morris to hide, the animal said. Follow me, Morris, said the bird. I think I have an idea. And so Morris followed the bird to the edge of the river. Wade to the deepest part of the river, said the bird, and sit down. If I do that, Andy, it's my turn. It's my turn to talk. Yeah, the elephant's going to get in the water. If I sit down in the deepest part of the river, I'll drown, said Morris. Morris sat down. If he breathes through his trunk, said the bird, you won't drown. So Morris sat down, and not a moment too soon. For just then, who's coming up the river? The hunters were paddling up in their canoe. All the animals watched from their hiding place as the hunters paddled closer and closer to the spot where Morris sat with his trunk in the air. The little bird flew out and landed on Morris's trunk, and when she did, the feathers tickled Morris's nose, and he sneezed. Ah! Shoo! Now, the hunters stopped and stared at the little bird, sitting on what looked like a log sticking out of the water. Did you hear that bird sneeze? Said one of the hunters. Yes, I did, said the other hunter. It sounded just like an elephant. They both laughed out loud, and then they went on until they disappeared for good around a bend in the river. All the animals were very happy, and Morris was especially happy because he had finally found a place to hide. They danced and sang and laughed, and when the other animals were too tired to continue, Morris was still going strong. Let's play hide and seek, Morris shouted happily. You think we can act like an elephant? Let's all stand up and we're going to stretch out our legs. And we're going to see if we can act like an elephant. Get your arms out here. The elephant goes like this and like that. He's very big and he's very fat. He has no fingers. He's got funny toes. But goodness gracious, what a nose. That's right. Let's all sit down with our bottoms on the rug. We're going to do some counting with some elephants. We're going to count and see how many elephants we have to start out with. Okay, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. We've got 10 little elephants standing in a line. If one trips on a stone, then there are 9. Let's count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we've got 9 little elephants trying to skate. If one falls down, then there are, how many? Then there are 8. Then there are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little elephants were counting past 11. One counted too far, and then there were 7. 7 little elephants tried some magic tricks. One did a disappearing act, Andy, and then there were 6. Let's count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, 6 little elephants went for a drive. One forgot to put in the gas. And then there were, how many? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little elephants ran through the door. One fell on his head. And then there were, how many left? 4. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little elephants went wading in the sea. If one got soaking wet, then there were, how many? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 little elephants were walking by the zoo. One elephant decided to stay, and then there were 2. 2 little elephants were basking in the sun. If one got a sunburn, then there were, how many left? Just 1. One little elephant wasn't having any fun. He went to look for his friends, and then there were, how many elephants? And then there were 9. Do you know another song? Let's hold up our elephant fingers. We've got 5 fingers here, and we're going to do an elephant poem with our fingers. We've got 5 little elephants standing in a row. This little elephant right here, he stubbed his toe. This little elephant said, "Oh, no, no." How many elephants left now? 1, 2, 3. This little elephant laughed and was glad. Got 2 here. This little elephant cried and was sad. This little elephant, so thoughtful and good, he ran for the doctor as fast as he could. I want to thank you for coming this morning and for being such good listeners. Shall we all wave goodbye? And I hope we see you at the library soon.
I sure like that elephant story, and I'm learning to count, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kashka, what are you doing?
Well, I'm getting ready. The circus is coming to town.
What's a circus?
Oh, the circus, it's a show. There's all sorts of animals. There's elephants that do tricks and lions that jump through hoops. There's jugglers and acrobats. And there's clowns, lots and lots of clowns. They put on their clown face and they make us laugh.
Can I get ready for the circus, too?
Sure. All you have to do is hold this balloon and share this popcorn with me because I think the circus is about to begin. Take a look.
Signores y signorines,
Mesdames and messieurs,
damas y caballeros,
ladies and gentlemen,
children of all ages, the Victorian Circus Theater is proud to bring you the smallest circus on earth. Presenting in the center ring, Rosinante, the performing horse. presenting the world's smallest giraffe, Esmeralda. And now, presenting the eagle-eyed daring and skill of our circus sharpshooter.
Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Lulu, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Flies in the buttermilk shoe, fly shoe. Skip to my Lou, my darling.
finale, the glorious parade of circus stars. Thank you for joining our Victorian circus. We hope you enjoyed your stay with us, and may all your days be circus days.
Yay! Oh, Kashka, circuses are so fun. I want to see them again.
Yeah, they look like a lot of fun, don't they? Do you think if I practiced my juggling, I could join the circus?
They say practice makes perfect.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Kashka, do you think they would let a dragon join the circus?
Oh, I don't know. But you know, they have a place where kids can pretend to be in the circus. You want to take a look?
Yeah.
Let's sneak a peek. We're going to play circus. Who wants to play circus? Okay, Peter, what do you want to be? Okay, what do you want to be?
I'm gonna be a ballerina.
Okay, let's find our costume. What do we need now? What are we going to find?
A
A clown outfit, maybe? Okay, there's some costumes here. Let's pick one out. Look at this. Oh, look at this bright red and white. Okay. How about this one? How does this look?
It was flying at me.
It looks like a clown. Pretty. Okay, that'll be our outfit. Okay, Elizabeth, we have to find your outfit. Let's find your outfit over here. What's this? Pretty, huh? Okay. And now what do we need? Shoes.
Here's
Find some shoes.
Here's for me.
How about? You like those? Okay, that'll be your shoes. And Elizabeth, ballet shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now what else do we need?
Hey.
Tights. And Peter, what do you need for your clown? How about something for your head? Okay, how about, why don't you look over there and see if you can find some clown hair? Is that a good idea? Okay, that's your hat.
Like this.
Look, isn't that pretty? See what else? I think that's pretty good, don't you? Maybe I'll make a cross in it. There. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on earth. Dun, 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 dun. We have Elizabeth, the beautiful ballerina, riding her fantastic lion. And we have Peter the clown. Well, Mr. Clown, oh, is that your banjo? Play us a little song.
Kashka, that was fantabulous. Can I play in the circus too?
Well, sure, but we'll have to get you in a clown costume first. Here's some big elephant ears. Yeah, they look good. How about a clown's hat? Okay, here we go. Oh, Dido the clown, you look great. But before we start practicing our act, let's say goodbye to our friends. Bye! Are you ready for the juggling ball?
Yeah.
Okay, Dido the dragon, clown, here we go. Oh, very good. Ready, go. Ready, go. Oh, you're doing good. You want to see me juggle?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da. Watch. Right in your face. Dun, 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 dun. You better go back to a team routine. There. Way to go. Oh, should go out for sports. You're very good. Ta-da. Oh, you did very good. I think you make a great clown. Yes, thanks. Yay! Here, have some popcorn. It was pretty good popcorn, huh? Very good. I think you swallowed it. Best part of the circus is the popcorn and the juggler.
I'm hiding.
Dido? Dido, is that you? I thought I heard him. Have you seen Dido? He's about this big, and he's green, and he has little horns and a rather large mouth. And you know, he's the nicest dragon you'd ever want to meet. And he's my friend. Wait a minute, Dito, were you hiding from me?
Yeah, I wanted to surprise you. Kashka, did you mean what you said, that I'm your friend?
Of course I did. I like you because we have so much fun together. We both like books, the color green, and dragons. And speaking of friends, our friend Marlene Joyner is here today to share some books over at the book corner.
Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Joyner, and I'm going to share a story with you today. The name of the story is Big Bad Bruce by Bill Peet. It's a beautiful story, and I hope you enjoy it. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful place, and it was called Forever Green Forest. It was a peaceful place, and all the animals were very happy. Until one day, a big bear moved in, and that meant trouble because he was a huge animal. As long as he was looking for beetles and grubs, there wasn't any problems. But when Big Bad Bruce felt frisky, everybody was in trouble. You know why? Because his favorite thing to do was rock tumbling. He would throw rocks and he would laugh because he used to enjoy that very much. See, he would throw rocks 3 and 4 at a time, and the rocks would smash everything in sight, and he would scare the little animals because they wouldn't have any place to hide, and that wasn't fair. Okay, one day, Big Bad Bruce found a big boulder, and he decided to give it a ride. And there the big boulder went down the hill, and he was smashing everything in sight. And finally, it landed and almost hit an old lady. Her name was Roxy, Foxy Roxy, and she was a witch. The old lady looked around and she saw this big boulder and she kicked it. Where did it come from? Who sent you? She was so mad and she was looking around. And then she heard someone laughing. Who do you think it was?
The bear.
The bear, Big Bad Bruce. So she went up to face the Big Bad Bruce. And he was laughing. Ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. She looked at him. You, Mr. Bear, you could have smashed me. And my cat, too. And he just, ha, 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 ha. That's not funny. And he just kept on laughing and laughing. She said, okay, I'll see, I'm going to fix you up. Just wait. And she ran back home. And the bear was just laughing and laughing. He said, that old lady looks funny. Look at her hair. And he went on laughing and laughing, and she was so mad. By the time she arrived home, she had an idea. I have a great plan. I am going to bake a pie, and I'm going to put a magic spell. And it's going to be a blueberry pie. So she said, let me put a little bit of this, a little bit of that, all these magic portions. And then she put it in the oven. And when it was golden and it was finished, she took it out to the forest. And she was waiting for the bear. She knew he was around. She just had to wait for him. And the pie was so good. It smelled so good. Big Bad Bruce was playing around, but then he said, what is that? And he followed his nose, and guess what? He found the pie, and he grabbed it, and he ate all of it. And when he was finished, the old witch jumped out of the woods. "Wah! Wah, I got you!" And he looked at her, and he said, that old lady is crazy. And she said, "I got you, Mr. Bear, I got you." And he just looked at her and said, "Wah!" And she told him, "Go off yourself. You're going to see what's going to happen to you." And he just ignored her, and he kept on going. Okay. A few minutes later, he started feeling drowsy, and he felt sleepy. So he was resting. And what do you think is happening to him? He is shrinking, but he doesn't know because he's sleeping. And then he was snoring. And then he kept on shrinking, 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 until he was the size of a chipmunk. Uh-oh, he wasn't big anymore. Yeah, he was awakened by some rabbits and a quail. And he looked around, and he saw these big rabbits and the quail, giant quail. Uh-oh, what's going on?
Giant bird.
Yes, he was so small, he thought that these were giants. Okay, and these rabbits and the quail recognized him. Oh, that's Big Bad Bruce. Let's get him, let's get him. So they started chasing him, and he started running, and he was so tired. He wanted to hide somewhere. He was looking for a hole or somewhere where to hide. But they were very fast. You know, rabbits are real fast. And the bear didn't know where to hide, and finally he jumped into the water. Oh, but there was a problem. He didn't know how to swim. Oh, and he started kicking and splashing, and oh, no. Oh, finally, he hauled himself out of the water. And he was holding himself on a rock. Oh, he was so tired. Then he started thinking, what happened to me? Oh, I'm so small. I wonder what happened. Maybe something I ate? And he remembered, yes, that blueberry pie. That witch, she told me she was going to fix me up. Oh, no. He felt so bad. Oh.
And that was
yeah. And it was getting darker and darker. Night was coming along, and Bruce was getting scared. Oh, all the other animals are going to come out at night, and I'm alone. I'm a small little animal. Poor Bruce. But he was so worried about other animals that he didn't think about the owl in the top of that tree. And that owl was getting ready to attack him. Oh, poor Bruce. What a day. Suddenly, he heard someone calling him, Mr. Bear, where are you? Guess who? The witch, Foxy Roxy. Oh, there you are. He was trying to hide. He was pretending to be part of the rock. But she knew that was Big Bad Bruce. He wasn't big anymore. So she told her cat, go get him. She told her cat, go get it. And look at that. He was smaller than a cat. her cat went and he brought him back. And she said, let's go home now. Oh, Bruce said, I better be quiet. I better don't give her any trouble because she could turn me into something smaller, like a tadpole. Or maybe she can make me disappear because she already turned me into something very small. I better be quiet. So she took him home. But she turned out to be a nice witch. She loved flowers and birds, and she liked small animals. And since Bruce turned out to be a nice bear after all, he said, I better leave him that size. And the cat liked him too. They would eat from the same bowl, and they would sleep together under the stove. But you know what? Bears have a very short memory because a few days later, she discovered that the witch's garden was full of insects like beetles and grasshoppers and caterpillars. And for them, Bruce was a giant. And he would flip pebbles at them like he used to do with the other animals with the boulders. And that's the end of the story. Now, you've been great listeners. Thank you very much.
Well, what do you think, Dido?
I think it's fun to have friends
Why?
because you can do things together.
I know. Oh, I think I see some friends over at the storybook stage.
Yeah.
Friends sometimes sleep over. And the mom makes popcorn.
And you tell jokes. Listen, I have a joke. What's big and red and eats rocks?
What? A big, red rock eater! And laugh. It's nice having friends to tell secrets to. And share favorite books.
And new things to do.
Ta-da!
Leapfrog, leapfrog.
Okay.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Me.
Ribbit.
Robot!
Ribbit.
Robot!
Ribbit.
Robot!
Ribbit.
Robot!
Ribbit.
Robot!
Hey! Friends.
Friends. And if someone gets lonesome for home, you know what you do? You bombard them with pillows. That's what you do. It's fun having friends. We're very good friends, Alex and I. We like to eat burgers, pizza, and fries. We're very good friends, Nancy and I. I know she cares, 'cause when I go to her house to play, she shares. We're very good friends, Miriam and I, 'cause when I need something on a shelf way up high, she gets it down 'cause she's taller than I.
We're very good friends, Jessica and I, 'cause when I get in trouble and no one understands, she comes to my house and she holds my hand.
It's nice to have friends.
It's nice to have friends.
Say cheese.
Cheese. What was that for?
Oh, I'm starting a scrapbook.
What's that?
Well, it's a book you save memories in about friends.
What are you going to put in it?
Oh, pictures of us, buttons, stickers, our memories.
Can I put in a friendship poem?
Sure. Do you remember that day we visited the park and talked to some of our friends?
Yeah, I remember.
Do you like playing with your friends? What do you like to do?
We go to Disneyland.
And what else?
And we go up to the mountains. Well, one time we went to Carrie's birthday.
When you had a lot of fun together, huh?
I played bikes
And what else?
and climbing bars, swimming.
Oh, I bet that's fun, huh? What other kinds of outings do you go on as friends?
Slide.
What does the word friend mean?
'Cause you have to be friends. If you don't be friends, you'll go in trouble.
A friend is a person who's loyal to you and who isn't, who you can trust.
Yeah, that was a really fun day. It was interesting finding out what others thought about friends.
Can I tell you my friendship poem?
Sure.
Friends, someone to share with, someone to laugh with, someone who tells secrets to you. But best of all, someone to care about and who cares about me too.
Oh, Dido, that's perfect for the scrapbook. We'll put it on the front page.
Golly.
Oh, but first it's time to go. Let's say goodbye to our friends. Bye. Let's put some of these here. Hold it.